Good day, everyone. I'm Michael G. Bonitadovas from Vaughn TV, and today we have episode number 2 with American Lighting. And Chuck, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Michael.
We continue to bring innovative products. Now, today we have a lot of focus on LEDs. Let's start from here. What's the first one?
The first fixture, Michael, is an exterior floodlight, but it's got a 70-watt LED chip, which is equivalent to about 250 watt metal halide.
So we're replacing metal halide. We're slowly getting rid of metal halide, going LED.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in the world of LED, in the next few years, you're going to see all the lighting in Toronto, for example, street lighting, flood lighting, is going to be LED.
Well, I've been seeing the transition, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pricing, what's the price point?
So this unit would go for about $600, $700. And this is a 70-watt LED chip. We do have the next model up, for example, has got a double chip. You can see there, if you can.
It's about focus on. Now this is a 70-watt LED.
That's a 70-watt LED chip right in the middle of that reflector, and it's got amazing cutoff if you show that. But you can also use that as a high bay, for example, in your warehouse, and mount it directly on the ceiling. And
using this existing bracket, you just mount it on the ceiling.
The existing bracket, yes, it's very versatile.
Replacing a 250 watt metal halide. Okay.
Yeah. So the bracket, you can use it for mounting for straight down, but the trunnion mount that you see there is for outdoors for mounting on a cement
to shine up like a building.
Yeah, to light up the whole front of your building here, for example.
All right. Very cool product. Next, I actually quite like this product. But you know what? Actually, we're going to come back to this one because I want to talk about this one last. What do we got here?
These are 2 new floodlights we just introduced in very recently. This is a white LED floodlight. Both these units are 48 watts.
48 watt LEDs?
Right, okay. 48 watts total load. This would be equivalent to like about 150 watt metal halide. This particular unit...
This little thing?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. It's just amazing, and it's really catching on, especially in Toronto.
What's the application?
You can light the outside of your building, for example, with this unit, but we're just working on a project right now where, as you can see, the mounting on this bracket, you can use as a wall pack to replace an existing wall pack rather than a floodlight on the ground. The other unit is sort of very similar in size.
This one right here. Right. A little more funky. You got the color changing.
It's RGB,
right? RGB.
It's RGB. You can create up to 16 million colors with an RGB fixture. And it's very similar. People can relate to is the CN Tower here in Toronto.
So if you guys see the CN Tower, this is utilizing this type of technology.
It's basically this fixture. It's not our fixture that's on the CN Tower, but it's a similar unit concept. And the same sort of output, yes.
Wow. So this is more commercial, residential, no?
If people want to light up, some bigger estates in Toronto might want to light up their house. If they've got a lot of property, they could use this, and you're burning 48 watts.
So you're consuming less energy, but what's the price point now on these things?
Right now, you're looking, the prices really come down in the last couple of years on everything in LED.
Well, now it's becoming more mainstream, right?
Right. Yeah. So, and you'll see.
But quality's going up, prices coming down, quality's going up.
Technology is increasing. The pricing is coming down, just like every other product that you see in TV or in this technology. It's amazing.
And just quick, because I remember we were talking briefly on this last time, the DMX controller.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
just so people know what,
Right.
You can change colors on this, but what else can you do with it?
Yeah, you can use a basic controller like you've done here in your showroom for your hallway.
Yeah.
And
which we're going to show you next time. It's currently not working. Other reasons, but next time we're going to show you that. Okay, go on.
So with a basic controller, you can have a static color, or you can have it stop on one particular color.
So if you want just green.
Right.
Okay.
If it's like St. Patrick's Day, then with a basic controller, you can do that. But with DMX, you can create 16 million
different
colors
scenes now.
In a spot like the CN Tower. You can see
the lighting. You're creating a scene, so you can do red, green, blue,
red,
and then switch
combinations.
It. Yeah, all automatic.
Yes.
pre-programmed. You could do this on a computer?
You need a dedicated laptop or PC.
Mac? Apple compatible?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Okay, that's something good to check on because
Yeah.
a lot of everyone out there is slowly converting to Apple.
Like I'm in our information, it says PC.
Yeah.
Or
I think I did
laptop.
read PC or Mac.
Yeah, no, that it could be because it's very popular.
We're gonna double check that. If you guys do have a question, email me because Chuck's gonna answer that question. Now, what's going on here?
This is tape plate. Can I turn this a bit?
This stuff here.
This is an actual tape plate. It's about a 1/2 inch wide. If you can see it in the camera, you've got a cool white version and a warm white, and you can see that it really lights up a space.
Yeah.
1 foot.
Waterproof, right?
It's waterproof.
Okay.
It's approved for outdoors. All your connections is shrink tube to protect your integrity for outside for your IP65.
So strictly outside, or
No,
you can
no.
use it for pretty
Indoor,
much anything. Indoor, outdoor.
For cove lighting is really big in Toronto, and a lot of bigger houses now are using cove lighting in every room in the house.
Yeah, you know what? It's
hallways.
slowly catching on,
Oh,
cove lighting.
I
Yeah,
can't
because you know what?
believe
It really sets that mood when you walk
Yeah.
down
And-
towards the bedroom or wherever it may be.
Exactly. And one main thing to keep in mind, it is dimmable.
Oh, it is dimmable.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you're mounting it, for example, on your counter here at Vaughan Electric, you would mount it in
Key vinyl
a
etching.
1/2 inch extruded aluminum U-shaped channel.
Yeah.
So the aluminum mounting channel is also going to act as a heatsink.
Okay.
So whatever light source you have that you're using
Well,
in a space.
when you say heat sink, so just to explain to everyone, this is aluminum,
Right.
which takes that heat off the LEDs. Because people think
Yes.
there's no heat on LED,
There is.
but there is
Yeah.
in the back, not in the front, but there's a lot going on in the back.
Right.
Okay.
And the same with LED lamps that you have, like an MR16.
Yeah, I noticed they have
Par
those funky.
20, yeah, you've got the grooves. It's a heat sink.
Yeah.
You need a heat sink to dissipate the heat, or you really shorten your lamp life in any LED application.
Now, hour-wise, what are we pushing on these?
For
50,000?
any manufacturer of LEDs, LED chips in the world, white gives you 50 to 60,000 hours. Colored LEDs, you can see there, is 100,000 hours.
So you're getting a longer life on these.
Yes.
Okay.
Because white is very difficult to manufacture. There isn't a natural white LED chip. It has to be manufactured. And it's a 3-step manufacturing process because you start with blue
What
and you have
LED by nature is what color?
LED is a semiconductor chip,
Okay.
okay, virtually indestructible, but there's red LEDs and blue and green.
Yeah.
The first LED, Michael, was invented about 1960s, and it was either red or blue.
So 1960 was invented, and we're now just catching on in 2011 to
Right,
LEDs.
but
Wow.
actually LEDs came out maybe before that, but in the 60s it became more predominant for use as signal lights. Like people say to me, I don't know anything about LEDs. I say, have you got a car? And the person says, yes. And I said, well, that's what's in your automobile, in your dash.
Yeah.
for
So
the
it's
last
been there,
20
but
yes.
now it's
More
really accelerating.
People know what the heck
Yeah.
it is.
Last product, what do we got? Actually, second last.
Second last. This is called a super neon. It simulates a glass neon, which is very fragile. And again, you get 100,000 hours in colored super neon. This is available in about 6 or 8 different colors.
What's the application? Where are people putting
You
this
can,
stuff?
if you know, in Toronto, at Highway 427 and 401, you've got like 4 buildings. They're about 20-story buildings, and they're outlining the outside of a building.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. You
Okay.
guys check it out on 427. Well, if you're watching, you're from Toronto. Those, and they got the blue
Right, the blue
stripes going
right.
on. Okay, over the building.
So it replaces glass neon, so it's LED neon. So again, 100,000 hours life. It's got a 6-inch bending radius, So very
So it's flexible
versatile,
for whatever
easy
application
to
you need it for.
install. Again, you could put this along the front edge of your counter to give you some pizzazz in a given space.
I personally like this still. But
The tape?
yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Now, last one. This very cool product. Let's check this one out. Actually, can we zoom in on this one? The last product. We saved this till the end.
Right.
What's going on here?
Michael, this is a very interesting new product. It's on the leading edge of LED technology. It's a high-grade optical acrylic sheet
Okay.
with RGB LEDs embedded. On
And
this
again, you
particular
got the heat
sample, on two sides,
Yeah.
you've got heat sinks on the back. It's made right here in Toronto.
Canadian made, nice.
Canadian made. It's available in maximum size 4 feet by 8 feet.
So all custom. You can get custom sizes. for
Custom
this.
sizes anywhere up to 4 feet by 8 feet in circles, whatever shape you want.
And
in
application,
letters.
where are we using it for?
Applications, you can have it on the front of a bar, in a floor, for example, on a wall, in a ceiling. And one interesting application, we've got a building, it's about 20 stories high, and they put a 2-foot wide piece of onyx that you've got on this sample
On
here.
the outside of the building.
On the outside of a building with this panel, but just in the white.
And 2 feet
behind
by-
it. Well, it's about 20 stories high.
Wow.
2
All
feet
onyx.
high, all onyx.
If you have
Amazing.
onyx on the outside of your building, email me. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you do. Okay, cool product. Chuck, thanks for
you.
being part of episode number 2. A lot of cool LED products. LEDs really becoming mainstream.
Yes.
You're going to find out about the Mac compatibility with the RGB.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, email me. I'm Michael G. Bonitadabas, introducing you to the world of electrical distributors.